The noble new. Sing songs that none have sung. Think thoughts that in brain have never rung. Walk in paths that none have trod. Weep tears as none have shed for God. Love all with love that none have felt. And brave the battle of life with strength unchained. Give peace to all to whom none other gave. Claim him your own who is everywhere disclaimed. Each line challenges us to set our spiritual goals high, to create, think, heroically fight, and love with renewed strength and courage. Swamiji's words, the more bliss I feel in myself, the more I find everyone around me utterly lovable. How vastly varied are the ways of approaching that same bliss. Every being on earth has his own unique way of seeking it.
That poem was Masters, and these are words of Swamiji from the Essence of the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 26, The Field of Battle. These are some excerpts from the reading, the verse and the explanation. Habit and desire separate us from soul awareness. Added to that initial separation is the fierce hold the ego exerts on our awareness. The host of negative qualities that develop from ego consciousness, pride, for example, and guilt, and a fancied need for self-justification, though integral to people's dance with delusion, bring false satisfactions, which in the end cause suffering. These qualities wrap themselves around the ego. Because the memory of the soul is never lost, man begins slowly to tire of ever disappointing dreams and longs to dispel them. The process of awakening is what man terms good, since it draws his energy and consciousness up the spine again, and as it brings him back to himself, brings him also greater happiness and eventually the state of oneness with spirit. Rising energy and consciousness in the spine eventually bring perfect inner and outer unity. Knowing, knower, and known become one. Devotion rises in response to the magnetism of divine love. Material desire, by contrast, pulls people down in response to the magnetism of the downward moving Kundalini, which manifests in the body as the outward pull of Maya, called Satan in some religions. In this chapter, Krishna details the cosmic verities, both inner and outer, by which spirit created the universe, and the soul of man, which is caught in that creative vortex. When the soul ultimately escapes the vortex, it reclaims its natural oneness with that spirit.
Good evening again to everyone, and Happy New Year, almost. It's almost here. And it's a good time to reflect on many things, particularly for our devotees. Because we are here for a purpose in this world, we're not here for ourselves, we're not here really for a job, money, family. I mean, it's all nice, but there's a real purpose to a devotee's life. And at this time of year, it's time to reflect on that. And I was thinking that for us, New Year is about the New Year. For many people, it's about change. But for most people, the change may last a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe a little longer. But a disciple and a devotee wants a lasting change, isn't it so? And I was thinking about our path and our teachings, and whatever we do on our path is changing us, isn't it? Every time we come here, there's a change. Your face changes, your eyes change, your joy levels change, your heart, your karma changes. Anytime you energize, there's a change. Anytime you do yoga postures, there's a change. Any chant, you change. You do Kriya, change. Om, Hangsa, change. Master gave tools, techniques, teachings for change. Every moment, the devotee is changing. If your thoughts are right, now if your thoughts, it's like pushing from both sides of a door. If you try to change, then you've got a bad habit, you're thinking wrongly, you're gossiping, you know what I mean. But if you really try, even a little bit of the practice, it says in the Gita, it'll save you from dire fears and colossal sufferings. And most people, what I thought about today is, they don't know how to change. They may want to change, they may think about change, and they may preach about change, and they may read about change. What are you going to do? Go to a psychic maybe? Change me. Go to an astrologer, see the change. Go to somebody, a counselor, can you change me? We try from outside to change, and it doesn't last. I don't know, maybe it lasted for you. Go to a psychic and tell them to change you. They can't change you. An astrologer can tell you, but he can't change you. A nadi reader can't change you. He might be able to tell you, but he can't change you. And so how do people change? They don't know how to change. So they go around, I'm changed, but they're not changed. But the devotee changes. Now I came on to the path unchanged. Maybe you were changed, but I came on and I didn't know anything. From this lifetime, I can say, I didn't know karma, how do you change, what is meditation, what is devotion, what is attunement, what's reincarnation, what are all these things that people in India are talking about, gurus and all that. But by God's grace, by past life karma, and by Master's grace, I came onto this path. And all of us came. And Master brought us so that he could change us. He could give us tools and techniques, and he could give us his power to be able to make the changes. And we all have to just look at yourself and think about when you first came on the path. Think about before you came on. Look at your old photographs. I've seen some of those old photographs. I mean, not just mine, but others. It's scary. You didn't look good. Soon as you start meditating, the stress goes away from your face, the tensions go away. You don't look old anymore. Your energy rises, there's more magnetism, there's more joy in your heart, there's more love. Now, you can still have a face that doesn't look happy, but there is a lot of change that's going on. And Guru's grace, Master said 25% is your effort. You have to make the effort. And one thing, I remember one man, he told him, he told two disciples, come to see me as much as you can. What does that mean? Come to the satsang. Come have satsang. And one came, one never came. Master said, look at him, bogging down. He doesn't know why. It's because he doesn't come. So the Guru can give so many things, but if we don't do them, change doesn't happen. But if you do them, the change does happen. There was another man who, he was ill. You know, he had many physical problems, and Master didn't think about it so much. He put the man on a tractor to work so he could change. Do you see? He didn't say, let me take care of you, give you a bed, and get a nurse. He said, get on the tractor. And the man got stronger and stronger. He had double curvature of the spine. He couldn't even hardly get out of bed. He had to roll himself to get out of bed. But he did what the Guru said, and he got into hard labor. He got on the tractor, and he started getting stronger and stronger and more energy as he did what his Guru told him to do, seva. Here's another change, seva. Master says, to be in tune with me, serve my work. The channel's blessed by what flows through it. So he's giving another change. Just do something. And the man kept doing, he was getting better and better. And then at a certain point, some people said, well, aren't you ill? I mean, don't let anybody tell you that. Aren't you ill? You shouldn't be on the tractor. Why don't you should be in bed? Whatever they told him wasn't positive. So he got weaker and weaker, and he got off the tractor and he went to bed. Wow. He got more and more ill, and he left the path. This is a story that's incredible. He left because he started thinking about himself instead of what the guru wanted him to do. Seva, satsang, sadhana. It's just very simple. Come to sadhana, do seva. Come to the satsang, and you'll be changing. And we've seen those changes happen. We've seen them in ourselves, we've seen them in other people. I was remembering someone said, I'll tell you, remind me to give them Deviji's blessings. But anyway, there's a story about Deviji, and she said she didn't feel she had changed a lot. And she was in the car with Swamiji, and there were other people, and he was saying, yeah, that person really changed, and this person changed, and that person changed, and he didn't say she changed. And she said, I don't really think I changed, hardly at all. And he said, what are you saying? You're a completely different person. And that's the thing, we are completely different people. And as we keep going forward and we keep doing what Master's given us, we put our effort. Master said it takes very, very, very good karma to even want to know God. Even be in the room, it takes very, very, very good karma. Plus, he said, I'll give you lots of my good karma so that you can get through. 25% is our effort, meaning you have to get up in the morning and meditate and do your practices and whatever. 25%, the Guru's giving you his power if you do your part. 50% is the grace of God. But that effort is important. And I was remembering when I was newish at Ananda, and I didn't understand these principles so much, but I believed in them, but I didn't really know what to do with them so much. But Swamiji kept sending us different places. First it was, okay, go to Europe and just get something started. And I remember saying, but what? How? Who? When? And he just wanted you to get your energy going. And he would just tell us, just do anything just to get the energy flowing. And I think for so many people, it's mental. How do I change myself? I'll get it. Let me read it in a magazine. I'll read it in a book. Just get the energy moving. Do anything to get the energy moving. And then I remember he said, now I want you to go to Africa. And I thought, where? Who's there? Africa's big. But he never let you just sort of lean on him. It was like, figure it out. Go there. Write people. See what's happening. And lo and behold, now we have a work there in South Africa. But we had to get the energy going. Then when we came to India, he said, don't sit around me. Get out there, meet people. Get centers started. Get meditation groups started. Why am I saying this? Because it takes energy to change. And I think so many people are just like, no, it's okay. I don't mind being the way that I am. But it's so joyful when you can put out energy. The greater the will, the greater the flow of energy. And then the changes happen. And as we do that, we see that there's so much joy to serving, to being in satsang, to meditating. All of this helps us to make the major changes in our lives. I want to read something for you here. from Master. Then we'll finish the satsang. He says here, our old tutor of last year has just passed away. Let us all remember the valuable lessons that he taught us, and thus dedicate our future actions on the altar of the coming new year. Let us forget the sorrows of the past and make up our minds not to bring them back in the coming new year. Let us make up our mind to renew our life, our better habits, our successes in the temple of the new year. If the last year has been hopelessly bad, the new year must be hopefully good. Remember, no matter what our trials have been or how discouraged we are, if we will make a continued effort to be better and to succeed, we will find that being made in the image of God, we are endowed with unlimited power, much stronger than our worst trials, no matter what they may be. Before his light, all messengers of darkness will fly away, and his wisdom will clasp the hand of your infant determination and lead the footsteps of your conscious efforts unerringly, fearlessly, to the goal of ever-satisfying fulfillment. The last paragraph. Come, ye brother idlers, shirkers and enthusiasts, and with awakened, lasting, real continuous striving, follow the golden trail of achievement, so clearly visible through the assuring, welcoming portal of the new year. And finally, I'll say just briefly that the continued effort is so important. There was a woman who Master said if she had continued her efforts spiritually, she would have, for 24 more hours only, if she was in the ashram, if she had continued her efforts, she would have gotten rid of that karma forever. But she let go. You could be that close. And another man who Master told him, if you leave your teachings, your techniques, your path, your guru, Master told him, now, it will take you 200 lifetimes to come back to this point in your spiritual growth. We're assuming it's all fine, I'll be fine. 200 lifetimes is a long time. And we're right at the door now, just ready to go through it. So let's make the effort. I was remembering Swami Kriyanandaji. No matter what happened, he just kept going. Body wasn't that well. I think it was a lot of other people's karma, as you may remember, he was taking on. Even in his last months, he was still going, still smiling, still serving, still giving talks. He couldn't even walk. People had to help him out on the dais, on the platform. He would sit, and sometime he would be in different times over the years in a wheelchair. He would sit there, and as soon as he gave the talk, boom, Master's power would just flow through him. And so let us open ourselves to the gurus, to their power, and in this coming year, let's be in tune with them, and let's open ourselves to the flow of their grace. Finally, I spoke with Jyotishan Deviji today, this morning, and they specifically said to give everyone here their greetings for, of course, Christmas, but also New Year's and Master's birthday, and to give you their love. God bless you all, and Happy New Year. Let's meditate for just a moment. Let's dim the lights. And think of the masters now walking hand in hand with you into this new year. And feel your openness, receptivity, willingness, joyfulness, and walking with God and Gurus into the new year. And let's share these blessings with friends, family, anyone we know who's in need. And let's share this light with the whole world now. Let's rub our hands together. See ourselves as channels of the light, love, and joy, and peace of our Gurus. Shanti, Shanti. Life is a dream, time like a stream, carries our burdens away. Never despair, joys everywhere, love can befriend you today. Free from all care, like birds on the air, soar above griefs and worries, seek joy and be gay. Often on earth, things of great worth, worthy ambitions defy. Sometimes a friend helps us ascend up from life's gates to the sky. Love is a star, though shining afar. It can guide us and help us toward light to draw nigh. Love is a star, though shining afar. It can guide